Our defensive player of the game, Weston Steelhammer. Even though you fell down early and you were down 13-0, did you guys feel that you'd taken the game back because you were up by 1 at halftime?
You know, I mean, we went down early, like you said. We didn't feel like we were out of the game at all until right there at the end. They took that interception back with a little under 2 minutes to go. You know, we felt like we had the game in our hands the whole time. You know, we just didn't play well enough to win.
You did a good job holding them to field goals, but it seemed like you couldn't capitalize on that.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we turned the ball over a little bit offensively. But, you know, I mean, like you said, holding the field goals was a good job. But, you know, I mean, we got to get off the field when we can. You know, they converted 1 or 2 forced downs there. We got to get off the field.
Seems like they're a pretty basic offense in the sense that you get a lot of Donnell Pumphrey, and they throw the ball especially to Ruffin. Did they do anything out there that you weren't expecting?
You know, we had a good week of practice, I thought. You know, I thought we were well prepared. You know, they're big up front, trying to move us off the ball, you know, and that's what we got. You know, we got to make a few more plays out in the passing game when we're one-on-one, you know, but I felt like we were well prepared.
How tough was that first quarter because you couldn't get off the field defensively?
Yeah, you know, like I said, we got to get off the field when we can. Holding the field goals is nice, but no points is better.
Just wanted the running game. It just seemed like there was just no room up front. From your perspective, what were you seeing from San Diego State up there?
You know, they just had us outplayed a little bit. We tried running some stuff that we practiced during the week. They were bringing, you know, some different fronts up front and moving guys around a little bit. So I think we just not we're unprepared, but we handled it poorly, and we just got to start, you know, playing better.
Now, I mean, not to overblow one game, but I mean, do you feel these are issues that can be overcome? Did someone crack the code? What do you think?
No, I mean, there are definitely things that can be overcome. We just, like I said, we just didn't play up to our standards. We just we didn't play, you know, how we have been playing all year. So definitely stuff that's easily to overcome, and we just got to focus and get ready for Colorado State.
Was there a difference, you know, when they're not inside the 20 that allowed them to keep getting down there?
I just don't think they had as much space to work with as they usually do. You know, they hit us with a couple big passes, and when they get down in, you know, beyond the 20-yard line, they don't have that much room, you know, to do those passes. So, I mean, they're talented, you know, and we really couldn't do much to stop them tonight.
It's frustrating. Obviously, the focus was to stop that running game, and you were doing that. But then when they keep hitting you on the outside, does it make it tougher then to defend the interior when you've got to stretch the defense like that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough game all around. I think we were a little flat the second half. You know, we had the momentum coming out of halftime, but weren't able to capitalize with that. And I think we played like we were a little tired, maybe. I'm not sure what it is, but I mean, they did their job. They wore us down, and they were able to hit us, and it was effective.
Now, does the focus immediately switch now to Colorado State? Or how do you guys, you know, what's the process? Do you go through a time where you analyze this, think about this, or do you just, like I said, go right on to next week?
Yeah, we're jumping right into next week. I mean, this game's over. There's nothing we can do about it except just look at film and build off it and try to fix some mistakes. But, you know, a week from today, we have our last regular season game, and it's a big one. So we got to start preparing as soon as we can.
And, I mean, just to me, did you take anything from this game that you can, like I said, the way you guys played inside the 20 or anything else you can build on?
I mean, it's one of those things, you know, that's probably our strong point, stuff in the run, red zone defense. You know, like I said, when an offense doesn't have a lot of room to pass and it limits what they can do, it makes them one-dimensional. And stopping our runs is definitely our strong point on defense. And I think we'll just take that into next week and try to work on our weaknesses.
What made it so difficult tonight? Was it their offensive line, or is it their running backs, you know, elusiveness? I mean, what made it tough tonight?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, it didn't feel like they were doing anything special. I just think, you know, they were fortunate. You know, play it at the end of the first half. You know, we had a defender who had it in his hands, and I don't know what happened. They ended up with it, and it was just a lot of stuff like that. I mean, it was pretty straightforward. You know, run up the middle, run to the outside, and try to get what they can get, and we just didn't play well enough to stop it.